This guy allegedly swatted someone.
Also, the police said the call came from Colorado.
Are you trying to get swatted by some random ass fucking 5-year-old?
Resulting in a SWAT team entering his apartment on the basis that the victim had illegal guns in his residence.
Guns drawn, canine ready.
Technically, it was the RCMP since this took place in Canada, but we're gonna refer to it as swatting. And in this video, we're gonna confront the alleged swatter, look at the evidence, talk to one of the parents, and add additional context.
As an adult, I would put money on it that that is exactly who got those kids to get him swatted.
Here's a rundown. The victim was Fate, who was being bullied for having a speech impediment. He got into an argument with Beamed by Yoda and his homies. Fate's information, including his address and IP address, was being tossed around. Fate's father passed away, so Yoda made a meme, making fun of the situation. Fate got mad about it, and after all this, Yoda and his homie told Fate not to sleep that night. And that same night, the SWAT team was dispatched to his residence. Swatting is when a call is placed to an emergency service to have the police dispatched to the victim's location.
You left the gun inside?
It should be on the counter in the living room.
On the counter in the living room?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What's the phone number you're calling from?
Depending on the severity of the call, some officers can come knocking or a whole SWAT team can come breaking the door down. And in this case, the police later discovered the call came from Colorado, over 1,500 miles away from the victim's apartment. On Snapchat, it literally showed Yoda's location, which was in Colorado. And the whole thing was recorded by Fate's friend Cole, who lived across the street from him. So to get to the bottom of this, I went ahead and sent a message to Ghost, who was one of Yoda's homies. I got him with the ghost hook log, which got a bite, but after mentioning the cops, he never responded and blocked me. Not very talkative, especially after Ghost sang like Johnny Cash and got his address. Just Trash is Logan, which was an alt account used to threaten her son, more on her later. It's still unknown Logan is Yoda, but we'll get to that later as well. Logan leaked his information, city, IP address, apartment number, and ISP. That's pretty strong evidence, especially after threatening to swat her and Fate. So I went ahead and sent a message to Yoda about buying his gamertag. Keep in mind, I had no interest in buying Yoda's gamertag. My interest was getting him into a party and confronting him there. So after some talking, Yoda sent me a party invite.
Yo, let's go. Beamed, how are we doing tonight? Oh, I guess you don't have a mic?
I do.
Oh, nice, okay. Yeah, sorry, I just hate texting. It just takes me too long and I'm kind of impatient. Well, I'm willing to negotiate an offer. I mean, you want to hear my offer?
Yeah.
Okay, one of my staff was swatted by you, and I want to know why.
Nobody did that.
Are you sure? I have some evidence to prove you wrong on that. Let me ask you something. What state are you currently located in?
Cali, why?
You're in California?
Yep.
Are you sure you're not in Colorado?
Yep.
Why am I being told that you're in Colorado?
Because I live there, and?
Oh, you live in Colorado, so you in California was a lie.
Yeah.
You told someone not to sleep tonight, and that very same night, a SWAT team showed up to their house.
That's crazy.
And they said the call came from Colorado, where you're located in.
That's crazy. You're using IP, Grandpa? That's crazy. You're using fucking IP, Grandpa. You think I'm scared of you? The fuck?
I'm not trying to scare you.
Nobody's scared, but okay.
Okay, well, I told you I'm not trying to scare you. That's the thing, so... You're accusing me of using some IP stressor. I don't use that virgin shit, so... Okay.
You do, because I could see it all on your fucking thing.
You can see it all on my what?
On your profile.
You actually... Profile? What does that even mean? You actually think I use some IP sniffer on my profile? That makes no sense.
Yep.
I use a VPN on my profile if that helps, but an IP sniffer, I don't know about that. So, in terms of this, you said you don't know how to do it. I mean, you simply make a false 911 police report. It's that easy. So, why is this individual blaming you? Can I know that?
Maybe because he's a fucking retard?
I need you to take this seriously. You're just making yourself sound guilty saying that.
So guilty, holy shit.
I'm trying to sound respectful here. You're just not even taking this seriously.
Nigga, you're like 14 years old. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Ghost 19848. That's one of your friends, right?
Yes, you're looking at my profile.
Why did he... Well, I talked to him. Why did he shut down when I mentioned a SWAT? It's like he felt guilty about it or something.
Because we pulled somebody's IP, but that doesn't mean shit.
So your friend pulled someone's IP, but you're accusing me of pulling your IP to know your location?
Because there's a fucking app for that, you fucking retard.
Alright,
You have the app too.
Let's calm down, okay?
Dude, deadass don't know who that is. If you could tell me the name, that'd be great.
I don't know if he would be comfortable with that, telling you his name. But why do you think...
Zen?
Okay, well, that you made a TikTok about his dead dad, making fun of it.
I know you.
Yeah, it's ringing a bell, right? Ringing a bell, coming together, right?
Fuck Lucas, that nigga's a bitch.
Okay, let's just watch language. I don't know what kind of beef you do have. I'm just here for the SWAT thing. That's what I'm here for.
I need them. He had a fucking speech impediment. Oh my god. That nigga has a speech impediment, bro.
Yeah.
His dumbass. I know his IP and everything. Nobody swatted his dumbass.
You know his IP and everything? Why do you have his IP address in the first place?
Because he has it on his fucking Snapchat, you dumbass. Yes. Oh, actually, I think I know who swatted him, dude. It was my friend. It wasn't me. He's just blaming me because he hates me. Shit.
So one of your friends swatted him? Like both of you live in the same state?
His name is like Cole. His name's Cole. He knows him. Fate knows him IRL.
Why would he blame you specifically?
No, Cole is a whole different
Okay, let's watch the derogatory language here.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Nobody gives a fuck.
Alright, you don't have to call me the N-word. Alright, just relax.
A simple SWAT. Oh my fucking god, dude. I swatted somebody. Let's go.
I mean, do you not have anything to say?
Bro, shut up. I know this is one of fucking Fate's friends. I'm not dumb.
If we were friends, what's wrong with that?
You're friends with a fucking retard that can't talk right. Time to cut off his tongue.
Dude, what is wrong with his speech impediment? Who cares if he has a speech impediment? That aside, he was swatted and he's blaming you and your little friend Ghost for it.
I told you, that nigga's mad at me for no fucking reason, even though he inserted.
Oh, he's mad at you for no reason. Yet you made fun of his dad and, what, doxed his IP address or whatever you did? He's mad at you for no reason. Don't call me the N-word, okay? I told you, I'm not your N-word.
Okay, shut the fuck up, you fucking cracker. That's what you want me to call you? Damn, stupid ass little white boy. You're a high school little bitch.
I'm a high school little bitch, huh?
Nigga, you sound like you're fucking 14.
Also, the police said the call came from Colorado.
Are you trying to get swatted by some random ass fucking 5-year-old?
You're a 5-year-old who could swat me? I doubt it, but that's not what I'm here for.
No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about a random ass 5-year-old.
Why are you talking about a random ass 5-year-old?
Because I could get one in here right now that could fucking swat you and say that you fucking touched them and raped them, dumbass.
Oh yeah, do that right now. Get your little 5-year-old friend in here right now.
Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, do it. Get him into a party right now. You're gonna threaten me with a SWAT now? For you knowing you're 5-year-old? I am not even scared of you.
Oh my god, you're not fucking scared of me? Oh my god.
I'm not scared of you. So, mission failed. You get me next time.
You sound cringe as fuck. Shit, bro, you might just want to go fucking smoke a blunt and, like, go fuck yourself or something, but just leave me the fuck alone, you fucking Randy.
A Randy? You mean a random? A Randy. You know Randy's a first name.
Fucking Randy, that's what you are, nigga.
Why did you tell me you get a 5-year-old to swat me here? Was that you bluffing? To try to scare me?
Brody probably got swatted from fucking Arizona, because that's where that 5-year-old lives, you fucking dumbass.
Why are you spamming me with messages saying no?
Because you're fucking annoying, dude. Like, honestly...
I'm annoying? Are you sure you're not annoying for spamming me with those messages? I just want to know...
You're probably gonna swat me, but literally...
I don't even have your address. Why would I swat you? That's a federal offense. Why would I swat you?
Because you're fucking weird, and...
I'm weird? The guy who grew up in the streets and called me the F-word?
Has my fucking address, nigga.
I don't even have your address. You accused me of using some IP sniffer, which I don't even use.
Oh, okay. There's my address for you, buddy.
I don't want your address.
You know damn well you want it.
Why would I... What do you think I want your address for?
Oh, so you can swat me.
Why would I swat you? I told you that's a federal offense. Why would I make a false police report to your address?
Because you're a fucking nerd.
Because I'm a nerd? Mr. I grew up in the streets smoking blunts, I'm the nerd? If you really sent me your address, I'm a complete stranger to you. You sent an address to a complete stranger on Xbox Live. Okay, so, can you put down the McDonald's for a sec?
Shut the fuck up, nigga. You drink out of a fucking sippy cup. Like, damn. Just don't even talk anymore. Just, like, shut up, bro.
He's Sippy cup. Sippy cup, really? Oh no! 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 Oh shit! That's his address. You're such an idiot for sending me your address. I'm gonna keep getting spam these messages. What a dumbass. I'm gonna keep getting these messages for the next 4 hours.
So Yoda kicked me out of the party. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't personally think Yoda was the one that called the cops, but I'm thinking he knew someone who did. After all, he did say he knows someone besides the 5-year-old, which Yoda later did tell me he's in a party with him. Not sure if that was a threat. I just find it suspicious how the police came the same night Yoda and his homies hinted it. But after the initial investigation, one of the victim's mothers wanted to give me her side of the story. She wanted to be censored, but she basically said she was in the party when the whole thing went down. And she did say Yoda and Ghost were very nasty towards Fate and his friends.
Hey, so I saw your video, my son coming here this morning, and that's kind of what triggered me to reach out to you, because I was in my own party with my own friends and they heard your name and they were like, whoa, Rosa, like, go look this kid up. So I looked at the video my son was talking about and I see all these names I recognize. And so I was like, oh no, sweetie, no. So I said, let's look at the dates on these messages. Okay. So you posted some screenshots, right? Mm-hmm. So I went to the dates on those messages. My son was con banned the same day. That whole situation has to do with a toxic ass group of kids on freaking Rust. I didn't know how bad Rust was. I bought my son the game and we got him a brand new Xbox. That it lasted what, honey? 2 months, and those kids got him console banned, like completely console banned that same night. So Fate is not being honest with you. He said something pretty hateful to one of those kids. Okay. Now I like Fate. Okay. Fate's a good kid. I'll give you that as a parent. He's a good kid. He really is a good kid. But when my son got console banned, like it happened immediately as soon as this fake account came up. So in your screenshot on your video, it says an account, just trash LOL. Problem is, that kid made a fake account. That kid's real account, I'll screenshot it to you and you'll see it. His name was originally Logan. His name is Logan. He's the one that has that group of friends that you're dealing with right now that can do the IP pooling, that can do all this other stupid SWAT stuff. So it's the same group. It happened all on the same night. That party, my picture is literally behind your screenshot. Like I'm in a party with them because we were all in a party together. Because me and friends had to go in there and try to take care of my son getting messed with. So that night was kind of a really crappy night for a bunch of kids. Okay, Faye was not the only one. And Faye getting swatted was disgusting. So when I saw your video, I said, as a parent, I don't even know what to do. I know that sucks for him and his family. But what about my kid over here that suffered something far worse because one of those kids made a fake account that copied my son's account? Like I could send you both of their gamer tags, like a screenshot of both, or you could look them up on Xbox. It's the same account, but it's spelled 2 different ways. So that kid, Logan, made a fake account, which is the one in your screenshot, the just trash. He's friends with that Yoda kid and the other kids. And I believe there's 2 others in that group. Okay. They've been talking trash to these kids for weeks on end. My son was told, do not play with them. These kids are not good. I told Fate, y'all will do better by blocking these kids. These kids did not listen to us. Me and my husband saw this happening. We told them. They were threatening to boot them offline. They were threatening to get their consoles banned. Well, guess what? That's exactly what they did. They console banned my kid. I tried to dispute it. But apparently whatever that account was doing, that kid was doing under that account, got him completely banned. I'm talking, this thing is a brick. I don't know much about that stuff, but that night I had to learn a lot of stuff. So we had to completely go do something different for him because it wasn't fair. And all of this took place over one thing. It took place over Fate having a speech impediment, which he does, them making fun of it, being toxic in a game called Rust, which I'm pretty sure you're aware of that game. And this is the way those kids took it out on our kids. And I say our kids as in Fate, because like I said, Fate is a really good kid. Now, when my son got console banned, he still had Fate's number. He texted him and said, hey, dude, my console, I got this message. It's banned. They banned the whole console. Fate turned around and told the one kid to go kill himself. Well, that immediately, I'm saying immediately because it literally happened within 5 minutes, he was immediately con banned that night. So he got communication banned as soon as he sent that message to Logan, which is the Just Trash account that's in your pictures. That account is a fake account, and Logan is behind it. I don't know if you've heard about Logan, but he is behind a lot. And he does not like that Fate is now playing with our son on a hidden console. But Logan is a big problem in that group. And I will guarantee you, as an adult, I would put money on it that is exactly who got those kids to get him swatted. I'll tell you right now, that kid that you were speaking to, that's exactly how Logan talks. And it sounds just like Logan.
So you're... I'm sorry for cutting you off. So you're saying Yoda is Logan?
If it's not, then it's his twin.
His twin.
Yeah, because everything he said to you, like the screenshots I have of Logan, you're going to see he's being apologetic to me as a parent. He's wanting to know when gets out of school, when's he going to get on? Well, when you're in school, you're in school. I don't think these kids go to school. I'm going to be honest. I don't think they do. I know Logan's parents don't give a crap what he does because I've already gone that route. When my son got console banned, I've talked to his father, and his father gives two shits what he does, okay? He doesn't give a crap about what that kid does. His exact words are, as long as he stays out of my hair and my front door don't get kicked in, I just want him to stay out of my face. So I wanted to make you aware of the situation that took place that night, because what Fate is telling you, and the other thing that I don't know why, my son has been playing with Fate. My son's account on Xbox, but that is not the account in that screenshot. That's the fake account that the other kid made. And I have all the screenshots from Logan that night. I had vulgar ones that he sent me, like really disgusting ones. And then he started deleting his messages because I ended up getting Logan completely banned off of his main account. So now he's making a bunch of false accounts to still mess with Fate. And the other question, I kind of had a question for you, if you don't mind. Did Fate message you right away and let you know what was going on?
No, his messages dated back to sometime in May, and he just told me he was swatted by someone. He was sending me a bunch of pictures and screenshots and all that. And it took me around, I think, 2 or 3 weeks to get all that footage together and try to confront Yoda about it and all that.
Yeah, those kids, they're just, it's a group of them. It's Logan. It's like I said, I think Yoda is either related to Logan or Logan is Yoda. That's my listening. I listened to that video 4 times, and I was, excuse my language, but I was so pissed off because as a parent, this is the shit we fear. My son's completely console banned, a $300 Xbox in the garbage and it was 2 months old because kids were mad that they didn't want to play with them on Xbox. And so when the trash talk started that night, I heard it because I'm a parent, but I do listen to them. Okay. I have cameras everywhere and I can turn those cameras on and I can hear every conversation they're having on their Xbox and they know it. But my son is very honest and he tells me everything. So he come in here and he had told me what was going on. He's like, Mom, I don't know what to do. This little kid Logan won't leave us alone. He's got his friends coming in and out of the party. They're threatening to boot us offline. So I jumped in the party because I'm not scared. I'm not scared. We had a scrambler on our IP at that address. So I wasn't worried. So I jumped in there and he was like, oh, well, look who it is. It's effing cunt. I said, really? You're going to call one of a parent a name like that, but where are your parents? I said, why are you sitting there threatening kids that just don't want to play with you? Because that's what this started over. It started over these 2 boys and their other friend not wanting to play with Logan and all his friends that are just a bunch of not good kids. They're not good. They do what you're seeing is a piece of what I've already seen those kids do. I've seen them pull IPs. I've seen them bounce kids offline, including my own. Okay. We have been kicked offline a couple times due to Logan and his little group. I just felt like as a parent, I don't know how old you are, but my buddy said that this is kind of what you do. you try to fight, like not fight, but like you try to step up for like the ones that are getting kind of jerked around with and having these things done to them. So I could applaud you for the video. I do think that you did it in a way where you exposed at least those two accounts, you know, for what they did. But that night, in that situation, my son was console banned because of those kids, those same kids. And if you bring up his name, they will know who he is. They will say, they will probably talk about him. They're probably going to talk about my other son being autistic, because Logan and those kids have been around my son on this gaming platform for a while. And we've been trying to push Logan away from him for so long that it's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. So this was the consequence of our kids not being allowed to just go play a game together without someone getting upset that they weren't wanted in the group. But Logan's a little shithead, I'm gonna be honest. I guess he betrays them in the game. Like, he gets their camps raided when he's part of their group and stuff. Like, he brought people there, and that was the reason why these two kids did not want him. Like I said, Fade is a good kid. If Fade is sending you stuff, you could probably believe. But I don't think he told you that he did text that kid. I think your point was to bring light to the situation and to just put two kids out there that are kind of shitheads. As a parent, I felt like I wanted to thank you for that, because at least somebody brought light to something with that group. We've been dealing with them, like I said, well over 2 years. It's disgusting. And to get him swatted over what? Dude, I heard what he was saying to you, and I swear to God, all that stuff has been said to me. All that stuff he was saying to you, all those disgusting things, that's like, we were back at that night in that conversation. I was like, if that is not Logan, I don't know who the hell that is, because everything word for word it sounded just like the kid.
So you believe Logan is Yoda, being by Yoda, right?
Yeah, yes. Who's holding those kids responsible? They broke the law. My son didn't do anything. He just didn't want to play with the kid. I mean, that's him and Fate were trying to play. That night they were trying to play together. My son just got this brand new, the white Xbox, like the one I have. And they were so excited. You know, they were so glad to have such good like speed and stuff in the game. And they were just wanting to play. And this night was just going to be, I knew it was just going to be different, because, and that's the other thing, is that Fate has been playing every single day with my son. My son is now on PlayStation. Fate is still on Xbox, but apparently they can cross. He has not told him. We found out when you posted that video that he got swatted. Fate told my son he was swatted last night. My buddy Cryo, his name is Cryo Master. He's like, listen, that guy, I follow him on YouTube and stuff. He's like, if he got involved, it's because he's trying to get the truth out of what they did. He tries to make them admit to what they did. I said, well, that's all good and well, but he only has half the story of what happened that night. Like, these kids have been from a long time ago. They've been messing with them for years now. I was like, they're getting kids console banned. They're getting them game banned. They're getting them swatted. They're sending threatening messages to like their family and stuff. Like, I've heard some stuff, and it's all illegal, but how the hell do you prove it? You know, so what you did was enough, because at least the kid said, you know, he was going to get a 5-year-old to come after you. Listen, I played on Roblox. I've heard little kids. I have seen some little kids and heard some little kids talk about pulling IPs, and they sound like they're 8. So,
yeah, that's very common on Xbox Live, yeah.
Logan was messaging me on 4/18, so January, February, March, April 18th of this year, looking for my son. He was looking for my son. He's apologizing on here. Like I said, but you can see me saying, you're a stalker, leave him alone, quit messing with him. And then he's like, ha ha ha, I was just playing with him, you know? And then he's like, well, I'm sorry for what I did. It's just bipolar behavior. So that day, the 18th of last month, is when my son got console banned. He got banned for less than 1 minute, because we looked at his actions on his Xbox. It said he was banned for 1 minute, and then they unbanned him, and then they console banned him. So this is what took place. That night, he's like, I'm going to go make all these group posts, and I'm going to talk about suck some dick for some coins or some cards or something. And I'm thinking, he's not going to be stupid to do that. And he sure did something, because my son, I'm telling you, he was playing his game. An hour later, he come in there, looked at me and says, Mom, I can't. And I went and looked at his Xbox, and there was like a little message on the front screen at the bottom saying that it was banned. So I was like, what the hell is that? And then, of course, gave us no reason. We tried to appeal it. I, on behalf of my child, messaged Microsoft and I sent him a huge email and nothing back. Yeah, and like I said, this Xbox was 2 months old. He had no issues on it. He was happily trying to play with Faith that night. And Logan jumped in with his little bullshit, excuse my language. And he was just on it that night, on him. And then apologizing to me over here the same night, but then over there in a party with them, talking mess to my son. So like, you see where I'm just sitting there like, so well, that's why I got in the party. Cause I'm like, why are you apologizing to me? He's like, fuck you, bitch. You're nothing. I said, no, you're nothing. I said, you're one of them kids that us parents hate. Like, I would take your Xbox, put it out my driveway and run it over if that's what I caught you in there doing. That would be me. I would be on TikTok. I'd be YouTube famous for being that parent. If my kid was on there talking all this mess. And then he's like, well, you talk shit about my mom. I said, where the hell is your mom? She must be absent as hell, because as a mother, I like to know what my kids are doing online. I know how unsafe it can be. And I have an autistic son that is almost the other boy's age. They're almost twins. And I have to watch out for what he's doing. He didn't do anything wrong, but that day was just disgusting. And there was a whole story behind it. And I kind of feel like you didn't know the good, the bad, and the ugly of what was going on. But that's what it is. It's a group of kids. Logan, Breath, we don't get in parties and get vulgar with them, because this is the kind of stuff they can do. And if they could do worse, they would SWAT our house. That would be the next thing they would do. Thank God they didn't do that, because, you know, like I said, I have an autistic kid here, and that could have been terrible if that were us. And I'm really sad for Faith that happened. Faith is a good kid. He is. He didn't deserve that. And I feel sad for his parents that they had to deal with it, because that is scary. I saw your video and I was like, oh shit, like that would scare the crap out of me. That's my fear though. That's my fear, is that kid would have done that to us. So to hear that he did it to Fate instead, it's still no better for me, because that night I knew things were going to happen, because Logan was throwing a fit and he kept threatening everybody with his friends that can do stuff, his friends that can report you and get you banned and get you this and get you that, and they can pull your IP and call the police and have your house swatted. And I'm thinking, this kid is not that powerful. And then everything just kind of hit the fan. I was like, he made good on his threat. That's for sure.
Her story checks out. It makes perfect sense. As I stated before, I don't think Yoda was the one that called the cops unless Yoda is Logan. She did confirm he sounds like Logan, but there's no evidence to that. But Yoda did state he knows someone that did it. And who was present in the party with them? Logan. But I can't find Logan anywhere. His main account was banned and none of his alt accounts seem to be active. So once I find more information about him, I'll make a follow-up video for this whole thing. And of course, it can't be a proper Microsoft story without the victim getting banned. Fate did say his friend got console banned and this was backed up by the mother. Logan ended up getting banned too, so yeah, justice kinda served. Just barely. Once I get more information on Logan, I'll open this case again and, well, we'll see what happens. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I would appreciate that very much. With that being said, I thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed your stay. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'm out. Goodbye.